Hafide, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Weekend Edition. Guahusi Isaiah Ugin, and thank you for joining us. The Guam Department of Education is expected to attend a roundtable meeting via Zoom next Tuesday to discuss concerns raised about mandatory COVID-19 vaccinations and weekly testing. It was in early November when Senator Talina Nelson met with a group called United for Education. The group consists of students, parents, guardians, support staff, teachers, and retired educators who oppose the governor's executive order mandating COVID-19 vaccinations and weekly COVID testing. Senator Nelson, the committee chair on education, is calling a virtual roundtable hearing on Tuesday, December 7th regarding personnel rules and regulations, COVID vaccination requirements, and standard operating procedures, as well as weekly COVID testing. The group wrote a letter to the Guam Department of Education, Guam Federation of Teachers, and the Guam Legislature in October. The group cited a climate of fear, confusion, and discrimination against employees who refuse to comply with the governor's order for mandatory vaccination or weekly testing. As of December 1st, 94% of GDU employees are reported fully vaccinated against the deadly virus. Some 140 staff submit to weekly COVID testing, and 3 personnel refuse to get the jab or tested. During a GDUE press conference Wednesday, Superintendent John Fernandez says the 3 employees failing to comply with the governor's directive remain on annual leave, which they were placed on in October.
Right now, we understand there were 3 teachers who are not in compliance, meaning they've chosen not to get vaccinated, and they've opted not to take to be weekly tested, who are placed on leave, and they continue to be on leave at this point. So nothing's changed with regard to those 3 individuals.
Governor Lou Leon Guerrero's executive order stated that those who do not comply shall be subject to disciplinary procedures, which may include disciplinary action. The superintendent said that they are just being compliant with the island's chief executive.
This has to do with employee vaccinations. And I think it's very important to just reiterate that employee vaccinations are done under the directive of the governor, under an executive order, and under her authority as governor.
The virtual roundtable discussion is scheduled for 6 p.m. on Tuesday, December 8th. It will be live streamed on the Guam Legislature's YouTube page. Written testimonies must be submitted at least 48 hours prior to the scheduled hearing. Testimonies can be sent via email to Senator T.C. Nelson at guamlegislature.org. Senators head into the legislative session on Monday, and according to Speaker Teresa Lahi, they have some heavy-hitting bills to debate. One of them is a measure introduced by Senator Amanda Shelton to appropriate $25 million to match the governor's local employers assistance or LEAP program.
The governor has a program to put in about $25 million of ARP funds for a business program. She wants the legislature to put in another half from general funds. And I'm telling you, that's great if we have lots of money, but when we have a $14 million shortfall at public health, I am still, kind of stuck there. Like, well, where's the money for public health then? Where's that coming from if it's not going to come from our general fund? And it's clearly not coming from ARP now that we've seen the plan. What's the plan for that?
Other measures on the agenda include Senator Tello Taitagui's measure to establish licensing rules for adoption agencies and Senator Sabina Perez's bill to improve sole source procurement. Session is scheduled for 9 o'clock Monday morning. In regional news, KUAM Samas Maglotnia visits Brabubu Pharmacy, one of the only places on Saipan where you can get tested for COVID-19 outside of government sites. And they are busier than ever as cases surge in the CNMI. Here's more.
Staff at Brabu Pharmacy are at the front line, and now they're one of the only private establishments where you can get a COVID-19 antigen test.
And it's the rapid test, so basically once we collect the sample, we can usually have a result back to whoever the patient is in about 20 minutes.
They answered the calls for help.
The reason we really kind of started doing this is because there are so many people asking, just because, especially now, with so many people in the schools and everybody coming out positive, and so many people wanting to get tested just to make sure that themselves and their families are safe. It's just a way of providing a really good community service to kind of assuage people's fears about what's going on here.
They started just 2 months ago. Supply cannot meet the demand as shipping remains a national problem. Each test is $48.
We can average probably about 1 every 30 minutes. So during the course of a day, if we do 20, that's a lot for us. We're working at ways to expand that and to try to accommodate more people by doing testing off-site.
Their effort has identified at least a dozen positive cases in the community.
We have to contact the CHCC task force on that. If someone does test positive, they have to wait in their car, and then a member of the task force will come and escort them to quarantine.
They've also sold out of at-home COVID-19 tests in a matter of 6 hours of when they put it out on their shelves. His 17 staff get tested weekly now as cases surge.
Anytime you have any kind of symptoms, feel free to stop by. We do it by appointment only. We are fully booked right now until next week. I just want people to practice due diligence and quit being so cavalier about what's going on. And I think that if we do that, we'll have a much better chance of getting out of this unscathed. If you are eligible for a vaccination and the booster, I think you should get it.
Tomas Manglotnia for KUAM News on Saipan.
In this next story, KUM's Jonah Charfris makes her way to Mongmong, where tucked away on a quiet street, a man is opening up his home to the public to experience the holiday spirit through his Christmas Village display.
I'll be the first to admit, once December hit, I wasn't really feeling festive. That, of course, all changed when I stepped foot into Anthony Cruz's home. Christmas music blaring in the background, the aroma of cinnamon in the air, lights dimmed, and the temperature of the room cool enough to make you think you've stepped into winter. Hello, holiday spirit. Cruz says since 2013 he's opened up his home to family, close friends, and co-workers, who all agreed he should open it up to the public.
When I started doing the photo booth, when I donated my photo booth down to the Gani Shopping Center, that thing really inspired me. I mean, the Kanata family, the Doyle family, Auntie Donna's family, and Uncle JQ, they're just having their Christmas village. It inspired me really just to even have it at my home. I try to go big, and everybody that comes in goes, you need to invite, you need to invite. And me, I love Christmas so much, I'll invite people into my home.
Last year, he was unable to open up because of COVID.
This year, I said to myself, I need to have that Christmas feeling back. I lost my mom and my brother. It's hard, even just trying to put this thing away because I know they're not here, but like I did, I created a park for my mom. I bought a house, a Harley-Davidson house, and I dedicated it to my brother.
There's also a section dedicated to Xavier Akima, a youth football player that Cruz coached who died in 2018.
So since then, I told his parents, I never want to forget him. I want to keep his memory alive. And so that's why every time I build a Christmas village, he's coming with me. Same thing with my mom and my brother. They're coming with me wherever I go. And if certain family members do pass away along the line, I'm going to add them in. And it's something where I keep their memories keep going. You know, and Christmas is what better way? It's just to keep them here, sharing the holidays with us too.
He said normally he starts assembling the display on Labor Day. But this year, he started in October. But you would have never guessed with the amazing end result. Pieces intricately placed, some telling a story, others reminding Cruz of how far he's come in life.
I once was homeless with my two daughters, and that really got to me. I never thought living on Guam I would ever become homeless. And when that happened, for a year and a half, I was living on the streets, going from friends to family, and it was just really hard. And I dedicated one portion of my village every year to depict what homeless was at, and I wanted to keep having that one particular figurine. So it reminds me that, hey, never forget the hardship you went through, and if you can do it, so can other people.
And Cruz, who works for the Veterans Homeless Program for Veterans Affairs, helps veterans find employment and always tells them, if he could do it, so can they. Wide-eyed, I took in all the sights and sounds, from moving figures, working waterfalls, loud trains, and detailed scenes. You will leave smiling behind your mask.
When I open my front door, it's like the magic just comes out. And I really want them to feel the magic of the holidays.
The Christmas Village is located in Mongmong. All you have to do is take the road into Shop for Less and take the first right. You can't miss the festive holiday banner in front of the house. The Christmas Village is open 7 days a week from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. until the end of January. All safety protocols are followed, from masks to sanitization between visits. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Jonah Charfris.
And KUM's Tomas Manglotnia presents episode 9 of Pacific Matters. On Monday's show after primetime, we sit down with the Republic of the Marshall Islands Secretary of Health and Human Services, Jack Nathando. Here's a clip ahead of the show.
Before COVID even came, we had an outbreak of dengue. We had over 4,000 cases. And that that state of health emergency never ended because we just went right into COVID. That was one of the main reasons why we closed the border. We didn't want two diseases at once. So really appreciate everything everyone's done here in the Pacific. It's really been an amazing experience for me.
The RMI has had no community transmission of COVID-19. Once again, you can catch the new episode at 6:30 on Monday and watch full episodes on our YouTube channel. Stay tuned. Next on Weekend Edition, we have Culture Club, and still to come, Dave Delgado with sports.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Half a day. As we look ahead to a brighter tomorrow, Matson's commitment to Guam and Micronesia remains stronger than ever. While the world around us is ever-changing, what remains unchanged is our commitment to you, our customers, and the island communities we serve. Shipping is what we do best, and serving our community is at the heart of everything we do. But we don't do it alone. This is why we support organizations that make caring for the people and the environment a top priority. We know that many count on Matson's lifeline services in the Pacific, and that's why we continue to work hard to ensure that our shipments remain on time all the time. Matson recently added another Aloha-class vessel to our schedule. We now have two of Matson's largest and fastest ships serving Guam from the U.S. West Coast and Hawaii. With our new state-of-the-art vessels, we stand ready to support the region's economic recovery. Thank you for the privilege of serving you for the last 25 years. And you can count on Matson to be here for the next 25 years and beyond.
Welcome back. This week's Culture Club feature are jewelry makers Milani Illo Vineyard and David Vineyard.
Culture Club, brought to you by Hanum, the freshest bottled water made in Guam.
I'm Lonnie Vineyard, co-owner of Bonita Basula.
And I'm David Vineyard, the other half of Bonita Basula.
Really, we started out with sea glass. After we got married, we really used any time we had to go beach combing, and so we would collect a lot of sea glass and just unique, beautiful shells. And then we turned that hobby into our business, which is what we have now. And I think we have almost the same roles. I mean, we both carve. I do most of the assembling, so putting them on necklaces or earrings.
Yeah, so I'd say like maybe I might make like a bunch of money beads or something, and then I'm going to her, hey babe, what's cute here? Can you make earrings out of this? Can you make a set? I'm making something and then giving it to her to actually really put the final thing together and really make it look really nice, because I'm not good with cute. Man, the theme is whatever. I mean, literally we have trash in the name, Basula. I mean, it's really just taking stuff that doesn't even look like much in the first place and somehow making something beautiful out of it. So the aesthetic is recycling at its ultimate. Like she was saying earlier about how that we would go beach combing and stuff, that it's just, I guess, just a passion for the ocean is what I would say, and just really starting to find success in doing this and refining our style, and it just became more and more enjoyable.
Carving. It's been very therapeutic. There's a great sense of joy in being able to create something with your own two hands, and just knowing that there are some people out there who appreciate your creations and want to buy it. It's an amazing feeling.
I must agree with that, and she's pretty much summed it up. It's really nice when you make something that you just found on the beach, you know, when someone says, well, I really like that, I want to buy it. I mean, you really feel accomplished.
As far as I know, I don't come from a family of carvers.
And I definitely don't.
So it was something we kind of learned on our own. We did get some tips from fellow artists, and we kind of just ran with it, just created whatever came to mind. The purpose of that post really was, it started with us, and recently we were able to get my younger brother into the business as well, and he is shown a lot of talent when it comes to carving the shells, the trochus shells.
But yeah, it was to give him props because those items there he either made or at least assembled for us.
I like to think of it, carving is definitely an art. And, you know, everyone can take up painting and dancing and singing, but maybe not everyone's going to be good at it. You kind of have to find your own talent. So I do suggest anyone who's interested in, you know, making sea glass jewelry or just learning the traditional carving, definitely take the leap and try it out, because you really don't know if you have that talent until you try it out.
Yeah, because neither one of us viewed ourselves as being artistic or talented in any way.
We started off as sea glass, and there's nothing traditional about that. But from that, it actually helped me to get into spondylus and now HEMA, and it's a big part of my culture being a Chamorro woman, and just knowing that I can have that opportunity to share in that, it's a nice feeling. And yeah, it definitely helps me to preserve that part of my culture.
For me, I would say that the number one thing is patience, because it takes time, but you also need a great deal of creativity, and you also need motivation. You've got to stay motivated so that you actually finish it out, get to the finished product, because there can be a lot of polishing and little issues that you run into that you really have to overcome before you have a finished product.
I would say to keep doing what you're doing, especially when it comes to the cultural aspect. We want to keep that up. It tells a story of who we are and where we come from, and it'd be nice to share that with everyone else.
This is where we're headed, because it's like we didn't know we were going in this direction in the first place. And like we said, we started out from sea glass. We would do a few little shell things over the years, but only the past maybe 6 months we really start getting into shells. So when it comes about like the direction we have, we don't even know where we're going to end up. Our style is so different and random. Man, we just do whatever comes our way, to be honest.
Yeah, and I think that's the big thing too. Like, I don't think anyone should feel pressured to go in a certain direction. Just, you know, do what you like to do. Try it out, because you'll be surprised how many people will actually like what you make. Definitely, if you're on island here in Saipan, you can come here to MC, Mariana's Creations. We have a little display in the corner. We restock at least once a month, if not two. And then we also have our Instagram at Benita Basula. We have a website. The link is in our bio. Everything that we make will be on our page. You can kind of surf through what we make and whatever is available on the website. But we do greatly encourage custom orders, because I feel like that's what makes us great, you know.
It improves us. Sometimes people give us ideas that we never would have thought of on our own.
Culture Club, brought to you by Hanum, the freshest bottled water made in Guam.
Sports is up next with Dave Delgado. Keep it here. You're watching KUAM.
Our family was recently challenged with a difficult medical condition where my son needed a liver transplant. And I asked Calvo Select Care to assist me with that, and he required off-island care. In fact, it can only be taken care of off-island. So Calvo Select Care was there to help with all the referrals and the off-island coverage.
Calvo Select Care, healthcare that's always there for you. Federal employees and annuitants, enroll today.
The all-new Hyundai Tucson.
KUAM Sports Weekend Roundup is brought to you by Gatorade.
ESA football from the Ukuru Field. Southern High traveling up north to face the Bulldogs. Ukuru's Austin Apatang with the tackle on the play. Josiah Quintanilla drops back looking for an open receiver. rolls right and hits Isaiah Toposnia for the first down. Bulldogs defense hold and forces the turnover on downs. Gregory Martinez blows through the middle and makes the tackle for a loss. Dolphins D also forcing the turnover. Quintanilla hits Jaron Leon Guerrero on the quick slant. Apatang comes over to assist on the play and forces the fumble. Teammate Troy Munya with the fumble recovery. Quintanilla dropping back again. This time finds Toposnia on the out route. Nice grab by Isaiah, who dives into the end zone for the score. Apatang was all over the field for the home team. First down reception here. Dolphins go on to win 20-0. Southern High will face the Father Duenas Friars in the semis this Friday at 7 p.m. at the GW Field. The GW Geckos and Guam High Panthers meet up on Saturday night at Guam High at 7 p.m. Shout out to Jones Media for the fresh video. Round 4 of the Pro Line Drifting Championships went down at the Raceway Park in Jigo. Carl Dumasic was crowned the winner again this round, catching him up to just 2 points from Von Burrell, who still holds the lead in these season points. The Team Elite Exhibition Tournament features teams in the U8 through U16 age divisions. This annual tournament gives Team Elite members game time experience on the court. Let's check out some highlights from the U10 division. Brian Hahn Jr. stopping and popping for the long two. Maddie Orchura calling for the ball in the paint. Orchura gets the ball and goes high off the backboard for the score. Apollo Moylan going to the rack on the play for the floater off the window. Junior division results now. The Hawks beat the Hornets 27-18. The Warriors got the win over the Nets 31-26. The Jazz slipped by the Hawks 26-21. And the Warriors got the win over the Raptors 37-35. Educators and Metgood laced up in the DPR Gov Guam Co-Ed Invitational Basketball League. Tony Kanata was cleaning up the boards for Metgood. Follow up here, good for 2 points. Chris Flores was cashing out. Flores bringing back that swagger. Castro almost turns the ball over, but teammate Rivera regains possession and takes it up for the tough shot baseline. Back the other way, Regis with the assist from Punzalan. Spot up 3 all net. Metgood leading in the first half. Kanata inbounding the ball. Lily Conception goes inside to Christine Villena for another easy basket. Flores with the pass to Jenny Mata. Deep ball is money. Cha-ching. Kanata goes hard to the rim here. Nice hustle play by Ken Castro to close the lane. Teammate Sharice Bola got his back for the putback off glass. Chris Flores back at it. 3-pointer from up top. Drano. Metgood held on for the win. Lily Conception goes inside for the layup in the W. Roll call for this year's ESA All-Island football selections for offense. Let's take a look at some highlights while I run through the list. At center, Roman Sablon, GW. Guards, Avery Gamboa from Guam High, Brian Hayes from GW. Tackles, Richard Borja from Southern High, Arnold Rokop from GW. Fullback, Randy Ngoko from Guam High, Jermaine Molo from JFK. Utility player went to Vance Meno from FD. This year's punt returner, Benjamin Harris from Guam High. Running backs, Kyle Gogui from FD and Aiden Lumba from Simon Sanchez. Quarterback, Aaron Johnson from Guam High. Tight ends, Isaiah Toposnia from Southern High. Robert Raras from GW. Wide receivers, Jake Cruz from GW. Benjamin Harris from Guam High. Kicker, Alex Sojo from FD. Kick returner, Jake Cruz from GW. Now for this year's MVPs, an exclusive from Clutch Guam. Simon Sanchez Sharks are now 10-1 in the East Volleyball League. The Sharks picked up a tough road win over the JFK Islanders in 5 sets behind Kana Kanemoto and company. The third place Islanders flipped the switch. In the second set, JFK got some good play from Hannah Meinik, Koyuki Santos, Maya Andres, and Maria Calvo, who all contributed late in the set. Alessandra Pagdalao with the shot here. Gabby Fernandez was able to close it out for JFK for the 28-26 win. Islanders went on to take the third set 25-23. Felicita Rivera was clutch in the fourth, tying the game at 17 with an ace. Raven Rivera tied the set at 18. Kanemoto put the Sharks ahead 23-22 with the kill. Sanchez would go on to win the fourth 25-23. The fifth set featured the longest rally of the game, with the set tied at 12. Kana Kanemoto's shot, followed by an ace from teammate Karis Franquez, ended the game in the Sharks' favor. Sanchez picked up the win 25-14, 26-28, 23-25, 25-23, 15-12. In programming news, you know we always got you covered. Tune in and catch all of your NFL action right here on the stations of KUAM. Monday, December 6th on KUAM TV 11, 4 in the morning, NFL on CBS, LA Chargers at Cincinnati Bengals. Keep it locked to KUAM TV 11 at 7:25 in the morning. More NFL on CBS, Baltimore Ravens at Pittsburgh Steelers. Switch it over to KUAM TV 8 at 11:20 in the morning. NBC Sunday Night Football, Denver Broncos at Kansas City Chiefs.
KUAM Sports Weekend Roundup is brought to you by Gatorade.
KUAM News, in partnership with the Guam Visitors Bureau, brings you the Guam Safe and WTTC Safe Travel Certified Program Showcase. Look out for this powerful symbol for visitors, island residents, and industry workers alike, as it represents establishments with a consistent global commitment to safety practices. Stamped with approval by the Guam Visitors Bureau and the World Travel Tourism Council. Every Monday on KUAM News will feature a different local business who's taken the Safe Guam and Safe Travels pledge to maintain health and safety standards to get Guam back on track. Log on to visitguam.com to see how your business can receive the designation, what businesses in our community are Guam Safe certified, and have the WTTC Safe Travel certified.
And before we close out the news tonight, our latest round of the birthday shoutouts from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
It's that time where we do some weekend birthday shout-outs, so happy birthday on Saturday to Jays Babauta, who celebrates birthday number 9 this year. To Jays Perry Babauta Jones, may God continue to bless you each and every day. We love you, say Mom, Dad, and the fam. Serenity Elizabeth Tenorio Pinzon, happy blessed birthday, Sissy, and you celebrate birthday number 8 this year. Please enjoy your special day, and we love you, say the Pinzon families. And on Sunday, happy birthday to Alice Escalera Kenga. Happy birthday, and may you have a wonderful day. We love you very much, say John, Celine, and your family. So everyone who had a birthday this weekend, we hope you stay safe, and we wish you good fortune and good health. Happy birthday to you.
From all of us here at Guam's News Network, thank you for watching and have a safe weekend. We close out the show showcasing how families are decorating their homes for the holidays and how they are making spirits bright. Don't forget, if you have pics or videos you'd like to share of your Christmas tree decorations or holiday family photos, use the hashtag MateSpiritsBrightGuam on social media or email to joan@kuam.com. Wahusi Isaiah again, thank you for watching and have a safe evening.